Every summer, they pour in like a mountain stream.
Over the hill we go.
Uh-huh. Y'all have fun. Bye.
Into the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee.
Firefly.
An unstoppable, migrating madness.
Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening?
Good. So many, the National Park Service has to monitor this wildlife to make sure it doesn't get too wild.
It's really a good
Got
show.
it. Thank you.
Have
very
fun.
much.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Bye.
We followed the herd as they made their way to trolleys that drove them up a winding road to a remote campground where, rain or shine, they receive precise instructions.
By 9 o'clock, voices down, lights off, and we're going to see the best show ever.
As the sun set and the moon rose, we watched as they wandered off into the blackness, lawn chairs and flashlights in hand. Why are you sitting in the woods in the dark?
Because she told me we could do it.
Mary McCormick and her 3 neighbors drove all the way from Knoxville to find this perfect place under the pines.
We've been laughing because it looks like people think there's a parade or something.
They're lined up
going
on
down the
both
street.
sides.
It all seemed a bit odd, until that is, the twinkling began.
Yeah, I see some.
I saw one. I saw one.
In the pitch black, it was as if the stars had come to settle in the forest, a silent symphony of fireflies by the thousands.
Oh, I can see them.
A sight not easily captured on camera.
The whole forest is lit up like Christmas time in some crazy psychedelic way.
Stumbling around in the dark, we literally bumped into Mary Lattimore and Naomi Yang.
What's so beautiful is sort of the darkness and then the brightness and the darkness. It's almost like the forest is breathing.
You might have guessed these aren't your garden variety fireflies. This species gathers in swarms and flashes all at once.
We have them back home in Kentucky, but they don't have their act together.
Synchronous fireflies, they're called, or as these bug-eyed fans call them.
Synchronous fireflies.
To figure out this strange phenomenon, we turn to the park's chief entomologist, Ranger Becky Nichols.
They'll all start at the same time and flash somewhat randomly, and then they'll all go off at the same time. So it'll be completely dark, and then they'll all start again.
Nowhere in the Western Hemisphere is there a bigger population of synchronous fireflies than right here at this tiny campground. Why here? Is there a big concentration of them here?
We think it's primarily because it's just prime habitat for them. This is where the fireflies are, and the third door down is where most of them are.
The scientific name for the synchronous firefly is Photinus carolinus, one of 19 species here in the Great Smoky Mountains.
We have a lot of specimens of this particular species.
Oh, wow.
This is the one that everybody comes to see.
Oddly, the firefly, or lightning bug, as many of us call them, isn't really a fly or a bug. It's actually a beetle. So that's the lantern
That's the lantern.
It's amazing that much light comes out of something that small.
Yeah, it really is. There's almost zero heat produced. It's 100% light.
So they're way more efficient than a light bulb.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. We could learn something from them.
So is it a form of, is this talking in a way?
In a way, yeah.
Sweet talking, to be more precise, because the firefly's flashing is all about getting a date. It's a mating display, the males flashing to the females, who then respond with a glow of their own. This volunteer, whose name is Glow, really, it is, summed up the ritual this way.
It's typical male behavior. My light's brighter than your light, and I can keep my light on longer than you can, and the females pick out the ones that do the best job.
So it's like a singles bar, pretty much.
That's like the Jersey Shore out here for fireflies.
Sean Ford came here with his girlfriend, Kristen Blossom.
It's like symbolic that males and females are finding each other out here, and we're finding each other out here kind of on a date. It's corny, super corny.
It's all very G-rated, however.
You ready?
The Mays family's only problem was sticking to the rules. Unlike back home, no mason jars allowed here.
I usually grab them like this, and I kind of peek and throw them in the jar.
And then what do you do?
We usually take them inside the house, put them on the table, and then go to sleep and watch them overnight.
Watching or catching fireflies is almost a rite of passage. Ranger Caitlin Worth says they're like little Pied Pipers of summer.
And one of the things I love about this event is that it brings people totally out of their comfort zones. I mean, most of these people that come to this, many of them might not go into the woods during the daytime. And they're coming out just to sit in the woods in the dark.
It's all very fleeting. Sadly, adult fireflies only live a matter of weeks, which is why the Garland family says, don't miss your chance to enjoy nature's nightlife before the glow is gone for another year.
We are so used to seeing man-made wonders, such as fireworks, which are awesome. But this has nothing to do with man. It's completely natural.
It's just incredible. It's really incredible. You just can't explain it to anybody. They have to see it.